me something because I want to see how you see me. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what being an artist is being able to depict a story, period, whether that story is yours or somebody else's.
So you good. Basically, you're saying that if you have a problem with writing, people have problem. You wrote that, it's not yours.
Nah.
But honestly, there's nothing wrong with that to me.
I got a record on my. Honestly, the name of my EP is called Bamboo. It's coming out next year, and I used to rap back in the day. Now I rapped to like encourage a particular friend I had that was beating chicks up to like do something positive with her life. So I was like, yo, let's make a little rap. That's serious, bro. Like from beating chicks up, seriously. So I was like, yo, like you used to do something artistically. She's like, yeah, I used to spit. So I wrote poetry. I was never a rapper. But long story short, I have a record right now on my EP where I'm spitting. I'm not a rapper, but I had a friend so adamant about me rapping that I sent her a track to write me a song, and she sent back a rap song, and it was dope. And I was like, yo, this is hard. Like, I would be stupid not to put this on here because A, I didn't write it, or because B, I don't really want to rap. So when I got in the booth, I went as hard as I could. And when I play people that record, they be like, that's you? So like in hindsight, that could be one of my biggest records on my project. And I didn't write it. Somebody forced me to come outside of myself and do something different. And that might be what the world go for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be open-minded.
What you play music?
I'm fusion music. I don't really have a genre. Sometimes I'll take alternative soul or you know what I'm saying, like eclectic music. I say like I'm a hip hop hipster basically. You know what I'm saying? Because I have so many different elements in me, and I'm like mood music. So whatever the tracks say to me is what vocally I'm gonna end up doing, like subconsciously. So if it's smoother, I'm gonna end up approaching it a little bit smoother. If it's a little more rugged, I may do a contrast. I may be feeling different that day and do something totally different. So you can't really. I'm trying to find my lane. You know, if I want to win an award one day, I gotta put myself somewhere. But like I'm a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? I could see myself doing EDM in a couple of years in the UK. I have like a UK audience that checks for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's endless, basically, possibilities.
So what do you prefer?
Well, right now I'm in a hip hop phase. I don't know, like I was really like repellent to like the whole trap era, and then like I had like a little crush on a trap artist, and I don't know what he did. Yo, I be lit every day. Like I can't even get out of it no more. So I don't know what he did to me, but like I'm on some real hip hop, like ish right now. So that's probably the lane I'm in. But with maturity and experiences in life, it's gonna go in a different lane. But it's also my upbringing. I was around R&B, soul, pop, hip hop. I love battle rap. Like I'm a battle rap fan. I go hard for Queen of the Ring. I go hard for female battle rappers. I definitely do. So I think I'm in that lane. But in maybe another 2-3 years, I might be a little more alternative. You know what I'm saying? I might go get some of that money too. So yeah.
Go get some of that money.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I might have a rock band in 2 years. So I may be total. Yeah.
So projects. How much talent you have? You gotta have some music out there.
Yes, I do. I actually have a mixtape out. It came out in July. It put me through, y'all. I did not realize how hard it is to do a mixtape, man. It's so hard, you know what I'm saying, just to get everybody on board. But I put out a mixtape called Gumbo in July. So that's been rotating. My boy owns his own website called Digi Indie. And he's really dope. Actually, if you're a rapper or artist, you should definitely hit him up. He shows a lot of love to up-and-coming artists. But on digiindie.com, we released my mixtape this July called Gumbo. My birthday's in July, so it's like the week of my birthday. So it was a dope gift to myself. So I put the mixtape out, and basically the mixtape was just like a bunch of songs I did as a songwriter that I didn't really have the rights to, but that people like really loved that I had. And I call it gmailrecords.com because a lot of times as a songwriter, you make 1,000 songs that nobody ever hears, and they really be incredible records, but you shopping it for a specific purpose, or there's an inclusion on the track or an inclusion on a situation, and you can't get ownership of it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a relationship. So I just released that stuff for free. Like, listen, you can't sue me for free. Like, I'm not making nothing off of it. So I put that out, and I put a couple of my friends on it. And because I do so many genres, I called it Gumbo. It just made sense to me. It was the only thing.
Pot, right?
Right. Just shrimp, chicken, steak, everything.
Get everything. Like,
yeah.
Go ahead and get it right here.
I'm a little schizo. I got a couple personalities. So I put them all on the mixtape. And it got a little bit of love. And then I put out my single, My Story, which is really just facts You know, I'm a factual person and I don't really lie. Not really with that.
When I heard my story, I'm like, she's whatever was that you was feeling is exactly you was feeling, you was saying actually, and it's like that was just you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing else. This is how I was going about it. Like this is how I felt. This is what I'm going through, and I actually like the song.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, really, that comes into what you were saying earlier about doing the different genres. I had to eventually find myself and my sound and like how people would identify me. And the only way I could see myself doing that is if I was just honest about who I was. And so that song was just genuinely me being like, after I recorded it, being like, this is what I gotta go with, because the only way I'm gonna deliver myself to people honestly is if I'm honest about who I am. And I don't really know how to fabricate stuff. I'm not a good liar, you know what I'm saying, because I'm such an expressionist. So I just gotta tell you the truth, because you're gonna see the lie anyway.
So being an artist, a songwriter, an actress, what would you prefer to do if you had the opportunity right now? Like, what would you think?
I would love to get into acting only because I'm a songwriter at heart. I'll always be a songwriter, so I feel like, you know, even if this project sent me into a direction where more established artists probably want to work with me a little bit more, I wouldn't mind falling back from putting out an album, which is why I keep going hard with this EP, saying EP, because I just feel like you, as an artist, for me personally, you should establish a certain level of a fan base before you want to be cocky and say album. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody should be checking for an album. And if you ain't got at least 10,000 people streaming and checking for the stuff you putting out on the covers and stuff, you really not in a position to put out an album. Not to really get real revenue off of it, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather give you little small pieces of something that I really put my time and my effort into so you respect what I give you. So by the time I ask for your money, you want to give me your money versus me trying to squeeze it out of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to force it. I want you to feel it, you know?
Not pretty much just because, you know what I mean? Some people, I want to know, are you dealing with anybody right now? Are you in a relationship? How's that working out right now?
Oh my God, I'm in a dysfunctional situation. I told you I'm honest. I'm in a dysfunctional situationship. I'm just with somebody, we just complacent with each other for right now. I feel like, honestly, I have a really like weird perception of relationships because